McIntyre and Reigns had a war of words while top champions from Raw and SmackDown teamed up for a match. And Daniel Bryan returned for a match against Jey Uso, while Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre had a face-off on SmackDown. So we will gonna discuss all those things in this video, so you must have to watch the video to the end. Without wasting any time, let's get started. At the beginning of this show, we see that the Street Profits were backstage before SmackDown, and they hyped Survivor Series and The Undertaker's farewell before Big E snuck up on them, pretending to be the dead man. The Street Profits talk about beating the New Day on Sunday before Big E announced that the New Day was there on SmackDown. The New Day kicked things off in the ring and were going to talk about The Undertaker, but Sami Zayn came out to mock the dead man. Sami said that The Undertaker was retiring because he was afraid of Zayn after he had been looking to pay him back for the chokeslam that he took for no reason. Sami demanded they talk about him instead, and Woods and Kofi mock him. King Corbin was the next who came out and had an issue with the New Day being on SmackDown, or as Corbin calls it, his show. Ziggler and Roode came out next, and they had a score to settle with the New Day. Roode and Ziggler wanted a title match, and Woods and Kofi managed to convince Corbin and Sami to fight Roode and Ziggler for a title opportunity. The Street Profits came out and wiped out the two challenging teams before joining the New Day for an 8-man tag match on SmackDown. After all this conversation end, we see an 8-man tag match between the New Day and the Street Profits versus Sami Zayn, King Corbin, Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler. So in this match, what we see that the Street Profits dominating the match before Ziggler took control with a kick and tag in Roode. Roode was in trouble as the New Day traded tags before Woods and Corbin were in the ring. Woods reversed a chokeslam before tagging in Ford. Montez hit a standing moonsault before Kofi came in for a crossbody but took out for by accident. Back after a break on SmackDown, Corbin tagged in Ziggler as Ford tried to escape their corner. Kingston and Roode were tagged in, and Kofi had the momentum as he hit the boom drop but missed the finisher. Woods came in with a DDT and near a fall before Dawkins was tagged in. Zayn was the only one left to tag and refused to step in the ring after he was tagged in. Dawkins dragged him inside and Montez came in with the frog splash to pick up the win. So at the result of this match, what we see that the New Day and the Street Profits defeat Sami Zayn, King Corbin, Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler. So after this match, Sami Zayn was seen arguing with the referee over the result of the match before he started yelling at Daniel Bryan for shouting at him. Bryan shoved him away before Sami retreated on SmackDown. Then Daniel Bryan was backstage and said that Jey Uso had a devil on his shoulder, referring to Roman Reigns. They two had a match tonight, and Bryan assured us that he was ready. After that, we see that Adam Pearce was backstage on SmackDown and added Otis to the SmackDown Survivor Series team before Chad Gable congratulated him. Natalya showed up and wanted to be put on the women's team, but Adam had chosen Bayley instead, and Natalya had to win a match to secure her spot instead. We also see Seth Rollins was backstage on SmackDown and said that Murphy was handed everything by Rollins, and in return he stabbed him in the back. Seth was ready to make him pay and send him back to irrelevance. Next, we see a match between Natalya and Tamina for the qualifier match in Survivor Series SmackDown's women's team. So in this match, we see Bayley came out to watch the match and Bianca Belair were on commentary for this one. Tamina started off strong and tossed Natalia outside, while Bianca told Bailey that while they had to win matches, Bailey was just added to the team. Bailey named herself the captain of the SmackDown team, while Natalia managed to catch Tamina in a sharpshooter and make her tap. After the match, the Riot Squad came out and joined the rest of the SmackDown Women's team in the ring to celebrate. After this match, we see Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre came out for the Survivor Series contract signing on SmackDown. Roman said that he knew Drew could beat Randy, while Heyman had told him that McIntyre was the right person in the right place but at the wrong time. Drew said he wasn't gonna lose his temper before signing the contract and told Reigns to prepare for war. Reigns looked at the contract and then turned to Drew to tell him that he was a secondary title holder while Reigns was the face of the company. Reigns signed the contract and called him his favorite number 2 before walking off with the title. Next, we see a match between Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy. So at the start of this match, Rollins attacked Murphy during his entrance and knocked him off the apron before the match began. After a little back and forth, Rollins caught Murphy in the ropes and went for a kendo stick, but Rey and then Dominic Mysterio got in his way. Rollins was attacking the Mysterios when Murphy interfered but was tossed off the top rope onto the barricades before we headed for a break on SmackDown. Back to the match on SmackDown, Rollins hit the Superplex Falcon Arrow combo and the Mysterio family was trying to cheer Murphy on. Murphy hit a knee strike on the apron before Rollins hit the stomp from the middle rope. Rollins went for the stomp again, but Murphy reversed it into a knee strike twice before getting the win of Murphy's Law. So at the result, we see Buddy Murphy defeats Seth Rollins. Next, we see a conversation between Sasha Banks and Asuka, where Sasha Banks and Asuka came out and Michael Cole was interviewing them before Survivor Series. Asuka was on her usually comedy routine and even said, "You can see me." Banks kicked her shoes off and said that she was ready to face her right there, but Carmella attacked her from behind. Asuka watched Banks were over-related as Carmella hung her upside down on the ropes and kicked her head into the ring post. So then after, we see Jey Uso was backstage on SmackDown and said that the only devil inside his head was himself and that he attacked Daniel Bryan previously because he wanted to. In the main event of SmackDown, we see a match between Daniel Bryan and Jey Uso, where we see Uso went for the early offense but was taken to the mat by the submission specialist Daniel Bryan. Uso got some hits in and seemed to have hurt his arm before he sent Bryan into the ring post outside and cleared the announce table on SmackDown. Bryan took the match back on the ring before hitting a suicide dive after Uso fled the ring. Uso managed to turn things around and send Bryan through the announcer's desk before a break. Back on SmackDown, Uso was in control and attacked Bryan in the corner while wailing that it is nothing personal. Bryan hit back but was caught on the ropes for a superplex. Bryan locked in the yes lock all of a sudden, but Jey reversed it. They both headed to the top rope and Bryan hit a back suplex for up high. Bryan hit the yes kicks before being caught with the super kicks. Uso went for the splash, but Bryan got his knees up in time. Uso was rolled up by Bryan for a win before SmackDown came to a close. So at the end, the result of this match is Daniel Bryan defeat Jey Uso in the main event of SmackDown. This is how today's SmackDown ends. If you really like my content, so then please subscribe my channel because this is my first video, and turn on the notification bell to get notified. So we will see you again in the next video. Till then, bye.
Go ahead, like. Now comment. Have you commented yet? Now subscribe. Now do this, or you get F5 by Brock Lesnar.